Final score 22-21. The Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week presented by Hatch Toyota. And we are joined right now by Terren Green. Terren, welcome in again. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm great, man. I got to watch a pretty cool football game, and I didn't get banged up or hurt or any of that kind of stuff. Although you were limping your way up to our location here in the stands. How are you doing is the better question.
I'm doing pretty good. The first play, I took a chop block to the knees, and it lasted the whole game, but I thought it was fine. I'm fine.
So you played dinged up, banged up the entire game. It didn't stop you on that 70-yard pass. I believe it was 70 yards is what I had that recorded at, that screen pass that you caught and decided that you were going to show all these fans here, these Blue Ridge fans, these Snowflake fans, just how fast a fullback can be. Talk about that play. Talk about the catch and scoring a touchdown that really turned the momentum around for your team.
So Coach Reddick, he's been razzing me about how I don't have breakaway speed. At practice for a long time, that's the only thing that was in my mind during that play was that I was going to show Coach Reddick I had breakaway speed.
Well, you did. You broke away. Before that, earlier in the game, you scored your first touchdown. So 2 touchdowns for you. The first one was a rushing touchdown, 18-yard run for you that demonstrated some of your second effort ability to get the ball into the end zone. Talk about that play. Talk about what your guys were able to do for you up front and how that play unfolded.
They got it together. They opened a hole, and I wasn't going to let that go to waste. So there's my second effort. I was getting into the end zone.
All right. You and I talked a little bit about the history here that you have playing against PJ and that class at Blue Ridge, that same class that's been coming up for all these years, and you played them so many times. One time they tripped you up back when you were in 7th grade. They were able to beat you. But outside of that, it's been tough games, and you have mastered the Yellow Jackets. But in your last chance to play them, at least in a regular season game, it was as close as it could be. This game was as close as it could be. Talk about the feeling of getting this win tonight, what it means to your team, all that kind of good stuff.
Blue Ridge they're always coming out to play. Every year we're ready for Blue Ridge. That's the team that we're going for. And PJ's, like I said last year, PJ's an awesome athlete, and he can run and throw, and he can do everything. But we just came out with we're going to contain PJ, and that's what we did, and it was a close game.
Obviously, you know a lot about him. You played him so many times, and last year playing him twice, regular season and playoffs. It seems to me like this game tonight, you've learned PJ so much, so well, that I feel like PJ played better in both of the games last year against your team than this season. He's a senior. He's grown. He's matured. He works harder at his position than anybody I know, and yet your defense came out and rose up and kept him in check. I thought it was a wonderful defensive game plan, but obviously you guys have some experience playing this guy.
Oh, yeah, our D-line definitely stepped it up this game, and like Owen Lunt, Payson Carr, all those guys, they were more prepared for his the moves PJ pulls, and he has some good moves. And we just talked about how they need to keep their feet, not dive at his legs and stuff, and that's what they did, and we handled it much better. But yeah, we played each other so much. It's pretty easy to predict what each other are going to do. We're always looking at each other.